All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's corporate team building. My name is Emily Jimenez. I'm a three-star platinum consultant, founders council member, I-10 card holder, um, and I was voted MVP for 2022. Okay, so last year. So thank you guys so much for joining me. So on today's team building section, one of the things we're going to discuss is leadership development. Okay, this is going to help with retention. This is going to help you create strong bonds with your team or with your junior business partners. And it's better. I see some of you maybe have maybe one junior business partner or two, but listen, it's better to start early, and today we're going to discuss some strategies to be able to do that. Okay. All right. Sounds good. So for those of you who know me, guys, I'm actually joining you from Buford, Georgia, which is in the suburbs of Atlanta, about 45 minutes away. So let's get started with leadership development. Okay. So leadership, what is it about? It's about mapping where you need to go to win as a team, not an individual, okay, or organization. And it's dynamic, exciting, and inspiring. While leaders set the direction, they must also use management skills to guide their people to the right destination in a smooth, efficient way. So, for those of you that are silvers, golds, how many of you think, like, how many of you, your prior management experience or supervisory experience came in handy when it came to team building? I know for me, it definitely has. So, prior to this, I was running restaurants, weddings, lounges for 15 years before I started booking travel. Yeah, Tanya's like definitely did, right? Yeah, for sure. Anybody else can totally relate to this? Yeah, Amy says definitely. What are some of the things that you guys, so Amy, Ashley, Tanya, what are some of the things that you did that helped you like use management skills to help you with your team? And feel free to unmute. Okay. You should be able to unmute yourself. So, don't be shy. So I know prior to this, right? I used to have a big team. Sometimes they used to have a team of like 100 people for a huge, oh, it's not allowing you to unmute. Hold on. All right. Let's see. All right, Amy, try now. Let me see. There we go. Mhm.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things for me was um, incorporating that one-on-one time with the new team members and understanding what each one of them, what their goals were and their inspirations, and then keeping that in mind and sort of working towards that with them.
Mhm. Oh, wow. So Shelly, you manage the fire department. Oh, so thank you so much for sharing that, Amy. Yes, that is really, really, really good feedback right there. So Shelly, you manage the fire department? Yeah, I'm sure that was tough as well. If anybody wants to speak, guys, feel free to unmute yourself. You should all be able to do that. I know for me, so with the weddings, especially, guys, I used to have a team that they used to have to set up ceremonies on the sand in like 100-degree weather and like set up the cocktail hours and receptions for weddings. And like and these guys would work long hours. Sometimes they used to start like at 9 in the morning, and sometimes we didn't leave. Sometimes they would work like 15, 17-hour shifts. So I definitely had to stay positive. I definitely had to do encourage them, make sure make sure they eat, make sure, definitely give them a lot of positive reinforcement for sure, to help get them motivated, right? So the management skills in your prior work experience, or even let's say you work with a manager who was horrible, that's something that you can incorporate and learn, from their mistakes. So Tanya, let me see, you can't unmute. Hold on. Tanya, I gotcha in just a second. All right, Tanya, try unmuting now if you can.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, for me, I think what's been helping me is, yes, I've had supervisory experience. And with that, basically, I try to let my team be, themselves. so they can grow however they need to grow, but yet know to keep that firm hand when I need to pull them back in if they're going in a direction they shouldn't be going.
Yes,
Just do a kind reprimand and everything else like that. But otherwise, like I like to run the team is I'm like, don't depend on me all the time for questions. You can go to each other. You all know what you need to do so you can get your questions from others. So don't always depend on me.
yes, awesome, good, really good, awesome. So now let's talk about what makes up a good leader. Okay, so a great leader possesses a clear vision, is courageous, has integrity, honesty, humility, and a clear focus. Great leaders help people reach their goals and are not afraid to bring on people on board that might be better than them and take pride in their accomplishments of those that they help along the way. So you may find a rock star on your team, guys, and they could maybe surpass you. Okay. So I think it's really important for you to, again, help your team reach their goals, even if that's possible, a strong possibility. I mean, it could be a possibility, depending on their drive, their ambition, how much they're in it to win it. All right. And to take pride of their accomplishment, because I want to go over these 4 basic human needs for engagement. Okay. These are super, super, super important. The first one I want to discuss is the need for trust. It's very important that your junior business partners can trust you, that when you say you're going to be there, when you're going to be there. Let's say they want to schedule an appointment for you tomorrow to help them with a booking. It's important that they trust you to be there, not to cancel on them. And so on and so forth. So again, it's the need for trust, the need to feel a sense of worth. People derive tremendously from a sense of worth from work, rewards, and recognition. So this is really important, guys. So for me, when I first started, my mentor, some of you may have heard this before, but he didn't know how to book travel. He didn't know how to team build. I was the first person he's ever brought on board. Do you believe that? And he was a very kind person. He was such a sweetheart. He was encouraging. And honestly, because of their encouragement, that's one of the things that really kept me with this company. If I didn't have that, I may have left, to be honest with you. And he definitely gave me a sense of worth. He always told me, oh, he made my head this big. He was like, oh, you were made to be in this. You're smart, you can make it big, like from the very beginning. And I definitely had that encouragement from him, and I'm still forever thankful for that. Um, Also, again, they need to have hope. Okay, leaders are dealers of hope. Okay, so again, you want to think about the future. Okay, and when you tell your junior business partners about the future, what's in it for them, like that's really going to foster hope. Okay, for example, as a silver, you have your monthly bonus. And then you're going to get 2%, 10% of whatever your junior business partners make booking travel, right? So, that's really going to help you. Again, that's really going to foster hope. There's a big leap from silver to gold, right? And a lot of silvers get discouraged, I say. So again, you want to keep them going. Maybe we're going to go into the SMART goals next. But again, they're leaders of hope, right? Because what happens when your goals, you have your $1,000 a month pretty much locked in. That's a good chunk of your rent or your mortgage right there. All right, the need to feel competent. So you want to make sure that you provide your team with challenging work that's going to help them grow. Okay, I remember oh my gosh, especially at my level, it's like you need to come out of your comfort zone. And there's some things that I can't believe that I'm doing now. First of all, getting on a stage to do training, I would have that is nerve-wracking. Okay, to do a presentation on Zoom my first time, or training my first time, was nerve-wracking. So sometimes in order for people to grow, they need to come out of their comfort zone. Okay, so challenging work that helps people grow. Thanks. Ooh, Shelly, one away from silver. Awesome. All right, so this is a nice thing too. So we rise by lifting others. There's nothing more beautiful than someone who goes out of their way to make life beautiful for others. Be a blessing, be a friend, encourage someone, take time to care, and without expectation, let your worlds heal, not wound. So again, you want to keep it positive, and remember, love and kindness are never wasted. Okay, so you want a strong bond. You want to make strong bonds with your junior business partners. So sometimes it's not just about work. Sometimes they'll tell you if something in life is going on and hindering them. Okay. As your mentor, you may want to know these things. You may want, again, this is going to help build trust. All right. And build relationships. Me and Liz, we chat all the time. Exactly. Like if something goes on or if she's upset, like she'll tell me, even if it's something personal, again, but we have a strong bond because of it. So, when you help others, your life starts to have meaning and purpose. Real joy comes not from material possessions, but from people. When we give our hearts in kindness and love, we get the riches of the universe, and the greatest of these is happiness. Okay. When you're generous with others, you feel abundant, your life feels fertile and rich with possibility. Remember, leadership is all about people inspiring people to believe in the impossible, to believe in themselves, and to become the very best version of themselves. And it's true. Like, I mean, I think people heard my story. Again, I came into this business. I really didn't have a mentor. He left shortly after I started. I started right before COVID, so I mean, during the travel ban and everything, I was still in it. I was still working. My first year, I only did this part-time. Okay. After 1 year, I really took a leap of faith. My full-time job was not going well. I was dying to leave. Okay, they were giving me the work of 6 people. I was so stressed out. So for me to quit my full-time job during COVID was a huge leap of faith, but I was able to do it. Okay. My second year, I decided to do this full time. And that's when I worked hard. Okay. Because my husband, he also got laid off. So we just moved to Georgia. We just bought a brand new house. He has this amazing job, but then after 1 year in Georgia, he ended up getting laid off because of COVID. Okay, so I'm the sole income earner, and I had to make this work. I didn't have a choice. I could have lost everything that we worked so hard for, like our brand new house, our car, everything. So definitely make sure like you inspire others, tell people your story. Okay, and I think it's very important for you to, as leaders too, as mentors, to be able to tell, be honest and tell them what your story is, to help inspire them. When your leadership is all about service to others, you automatically become someone of value, and as a result, the fruits of generosity rub off as an abundance mindset and support you to be more wealthy in all areas of your life. Okay. How do you be a leader? How do you become a leader of service? You can help train others. You can help in your team chats, help answer questions. Okay. You can maybe help as an admin role, maybe post a daily schedule or post some training reminders. So there's a lot of things you can help with your calendar. So there's a lot of things that you can do to help to be a leader of service. Okay. Next, are you portrayed as a leader by your team? Okay, this is a good question. So you want to make sure that you communicate effectively with your team. You want to create small, achievable goals for your agents and set a timeline. Okay, so you want to set goals for yourself as well. All right, and a timeline for yourself, but also for your team, because they're not going to be as inspired. Like if I was to tell Liz, I'm putting you on the spot. Like, Liz, I'm going to give you to December, the end of December, to become Evil 100. Okay. And she's like, oh shoot. I'm like, listen, you can do it. I've seen your progress. You got this. All right. So this is something that Liz may not have thought of herself, but I'm like, no, you can do this. You got this. So again, it's going to be you're encouraging them. Okay. And again, you saw how I put that timeline. All right. So what are SMART goals? SMART goals are specific. They say exactly what you want to accomplish. They're measurable. They're small mini goals to measure progress. So for example, if you're a silver, your next goal shouldn't be to get to gold. your next goal should be opening to get to gold qualified, to getting to 15 agents. After you get to 15 agents, your next goal may be getting to 17 agents and opening up maybe a second account and getting that account to executive. So you see how those are more measurable as opposed to doing the leap from silver to gold or gold to platinum. Okay, so make sure your goal is reasonable and achievable. It's realistic. You want to set a goal that is relevant to your life and give yourself time, but set a deadline. Okay. Other ways that you can become a leader, you can become a presenter and trainer, guys. Presenters and trainers, they're one of the most well-respected in this company. Okay. So yeah, we appreciate all of our trainers and mentors. Definitely you can become a strong leader by doing that. You can take on an admin role, like I had mentioned before, maybe help out answer questions on a chat or so on and so forth. You can celebrate and acknowledge your agent's success. So if they have their first booking, make a flyer for them, congratulate them. If they completed a certification, post their certificate and say congrats. You know what I mean? You want to be their biggest cheerleaders. Okay. And then be there for your agents when they need help. Like I said, let's say they need help with a booking or they're in a jam. You want to make sure that you're available. Okay, not your. Let's say you could. Like I said, I worked full time. Another full time job my first year. But if now's not a good time, you can tell them, listen, I'm going to get out of work by 7. Let's schedule a call and we'll work on this together. Okay. Help other agents in your downline that are just not your directs. This is also important. Teamwork makes the dream work. And you're going to notice people on your team, everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. Okay, so something you're strong at or you're weak at, somebody else in your team may be strong with. Okay, so again, help other agents in your team, and then you will be perceived as a leader. You will be respected within your organization, and of course, lead by example. If you're telling your junior business partners to do something, make sure that you're incorporating this into your, you're doing this yourself. All right, so definitely lead by example. All right, so what do you do when you sign up an agent? So I do have a little mentor checklist here. Okay, this is also going into the leadership. You want to make sure you're nice and organized. So after you signed up the new agent, for me, we use Facebook Messenger as our chat. Some of you may use other things. Okay, so we friend each other on Facebook. I add them to our Messenger chat and Facebook groups. I create a welcome flyer for them. Let me see. I send them the welcome packet. I do have a video library. That's our Discord server. I make sure they attend new agent orientation because that's pretty much the foundation of what they need to get started, right? They cover registration, how to register for suppliers, how to set up their website, how to order the commission card, and more. And then you want to make sure that they set up their Facebook page, their Facebook business page, Google Business, Yelp. Okay, start them on supplier training. So as they're registering for suppliers, make sure that they attend the trainings to help them navigate through the system, right? And then start them on mock booking training so they can learn how to market themselves. And of course, ultimately, you want to help them with their first client's quote to help navigate through the system. All right. All right, guys. So does anybody have any questions for me? Anybody have any questions? Feel free to unmute themselves. Or Liz, if you want to go down the line and just read the questions off for me too, that would be great. Oh, Tom, you said you were scared to do a presentation, but now you love it. Yes, I was terrified. Okay. But again, now I do them I've probably done like thousands of presentations. Yeah, Liz, you can do this as long as you believe. Yeah, so I put Liz on the spot today, guys. So Liz, I'm putting it out there in corporate team building. By the end of December, Eva 100 girl, you got this. All right, let's see. Ashley says I would like to get someone to help turning this into a full-time income. Yeah, I mean, you can do this. Actually, when I started this part-time, I used to devote a couple hours a day to this. Okay. And then, but after 6 months, I had my regular stream of clientele. And then, pretty much I could have left after 6 months, but I wanted to be a little bit more stable. So I left after 1 year. And when I left, what I mean, like I said, there's people that want to make this as a hobby. And there's people like I had to do this for survival. Okay. I had to make this work again at the start of COVID. I didn't have a choice. All right. So, but I do what I love. Oh, Tanya, for you too, your mentor left, not after you start, not long after you started, but you got this. All right, no problem, Amy. Shelly, she's one away from silver. Let me see if I missed any questions. Oh, Stephanie, your former case manager and parenting coach helps with organization, relationship building, and rapport. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm sure. Hey, Steph. All right, so let's see. D, the welcome packet for your directs only, or or you train everyone on your team to do it. So normally, D, I do have like a welcome packet, and I do send it to my entire team. Okay, and they could just send it to their new agents. All right. So, Sakina, if you want to get into the camera, stay with NAO, you can't mess it up. Oh, if you want to, well, I'm sorry, if you want to get into the camera, start with NAO and you can't mess it up. Yeah. Yeah. So, again, a lot of times those new agents, they get lost after NAO. Okay. So make sure that you get them on Yelp, on their Google business page, on supplier training, on mock booking training. Okay. Afterwards, because I feel that's like a big disconnect. And make sure, like I said, you're going to be there for them when they need assistance. Does anybody else have any questions for me, guys? All right, everybody. Liz, did I miss anyone? Questions?
No, not
No. No. All right, everybody. So again, my name is 3-Star Platinum Emily Jimenez. Thank you so much for attending today's training. Oh, hold on. Oh, Sakina has a question. How do you promote the opportunity? Oh, good question, Sakina. So, really simple. I mean, so it depends. So basically, I'm big with attraction marketing. Okay. Normally, if I'm traveling, I'm putting it on my social media. And I promote the opportunity a few ways. So again, while I'm traveling, I'm posting out there like a convention. I got my six-figure ring. I blasted that out there. So people know I'm traveling. My life is good. I'm making some money. So some people call me. I'm not even reaching out to them. Even my old boss called me, guys, about this opportunity. My prior, like my boss, and he's now with the company. I just pitched the opportunity. He's like, Emily, are you still doing the travel thing? I was like, oh, you're interested in a trip. I can book a trip for you. He's like, no, I'm actually thinking of doing this part-time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this would be perfect for you because you love to travel. And and I told him, I was straight up and honest with him. This is somebody that I work with probably for over 5 years. And I told him, I was like, listen, there's a $69.95 registration fee. And to get started, you get licensed, bonded, and everything. But for him, I had to push the travel perks for him. I said, like, listen, this like you get 2 free cruises. At the time, the MSC had their free cruise too. So I told him about that. Now La Collection has another cruise. That's coming not another cruise, what is it, like a 2-night vacation once you complete their training. So for him in particular, I knew he was such a travel lover. I pushed the travel perks for him, and for him that was a no-brainer. Okay, he was like, sign me up. I'm like, you want to sign up right now? He's like, yes, sign me up right now. He said, I spend more money on what is that called, like a takeout than this a month. So yeah, that's one way. Another way I present the opportunity to guys is on YouTube. As you guys know, I'm a trainer within the company. And, I tell them, anyone that's interested, sometimes I have people from other agencies come and be like, listen, I've seen your trainings. I've learned more from you in like 1 hour that I learned from my company in a month. So I'll have people reach out to me from YouTube, okay, and like want to join my team. So there's, a couple different ways to introduce the opportunity. If I have somebody on my team, okay, if you want to promote the opportunity to somebody on your team already, like, introduce them to the mentorship program. Normally what I would do is I keep a lookout for my rock stars. Okay. I want to see who's helping answering questions for other agents in the chat. Who's going to be like, who stands out, who's in it to win it, who's like promoting themselves, and those are the people that I look at, and those are the people that I introduce to the mentorship program on my team. I'm like, listen, I think you'll be a great fit for this. And yeah, so Shelly says, I signed 2 people this weekend, so I have Zoom to walk them through things. Awesome. Oh, thank you, Liz. Okay, good, Sakina. Tanya says, has anyone figured out how to get around LinkedIn's dislike for travel agents to try to post a job opportunity? I think you could still post it like a regular post. Okay, try that, Tanya. Megan, actually, is this how they got me? I replied to a job posting she had up there, but it was not worded as a travel agent. Oh no. All right, guys. Does anybody else have any questions before we hop off? No?
Yes,
All
I
right,
actually have a question. I
sure.
raised my hand. I'm sorry. So this
It's
is
okay,
my
Shamika.
first. This is my first call like this because like I'm 7 months in and I came in just interested in booking travel. And now I have a couple people who are like interested and want to talk to me as of this weekend. So someone just sent me a
Oh.
message and want to talk tonight. So I hopped on this call to try to get like some tips because I know I don't really have a mentor either. The person, my sponsor who signed me up isn't active, and so is the person above her and the person above.
Oh no,
No,
Megan.
so it's kind of so
Megan,
I
do
just
you have
wanted
access to do you have access to presentation, Shamika?
the presentation. Yes.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, so I would, I mean, I would talk. And is this somebody you know personally?
One of the people I know personally, the other one I met over the weekend at a wedding.
Oh,
And
okay,
she's like
cool.
really interested. She just texted me earlier, like, hi, this is so and so. We met and we were talking about the travel opportunity. So I'm like, I want to talk to her tonight, but I don't even know where to like start besides telling her basically what I've already told her, that we got the highest
Okay,
commission
commissions in
in
industry.
the industry. We got a lot of perks. We're
Mhm.
very they're big on Evolution is big on training. There's constant training, and you get all of this for this one price. I don't know
Mhm.
what else like
I would just make
tell
sure
them.
that you mention that includes their licensing, bonding, errors and emissions insurance. I had
Okay.
a call with some because the errors and emission insurance, that's big. Not all host agencies cover that. I had
Okay.
somebody contact me and they were like, oh my gosh, you guys cover with errors and emissions insurance? Like, I don't even know what company she was with, but she was paying like $100 to attend a training. She was paying over $150 for errors and emissions insurance on top of the monthly fee.
Wow.
Yeah, she wasn't getting trainings like we were. All right. So you have to, make sure that you incorporate that. Also, let them know that normal travel agencies, the payout is they only let people keep half of their commissions. Where with us, we let you keep 80% of our commission. So again, that highest payout. Mention the free cruise with Princess and Canard after they complete the training. I just told you about La Collection today. Once you become a specialist with them, you get a free 2 night all-inclusive resort vacation with them. And then you can get them on a presentation too. It's just as long as they know that it's $69.95 month enrollment fee and that every other month is going to be $69.95. You can tell them they can have that come out of again, they can make that with one booking, like threefold, fivefold if they have to. So, that's some of the things. So, Shamika, you ready for your call? Let's do this. You got this. You got this. Okay. Oh, La Collection. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's free 2 nights once you complete the training.
Did
Yeah.
they change the I thought they changed the name.
I don't know. I just completed the training last week.
Okay.
Yeah. I just completed the training last week. So yeah. Does anybody else have any questions for me, guys? Feel free to unmute yourselves before we log off.
A quick one. Do you know if Disney still has where once you complete their training, you can get a family of 4 not an annual pass, but once a year be able to get a family of 4 tickets into their park?
No, I know they have the 1 day park hopper pass, not like the whole family with them.
Oh,
Universal Orlando, you have Universal Orlando, they'll give you a 3 day park hopper pass. And then let's say you want to bring the family with you, they could get half off the 3 day park hopper pass. Okay. Brittany says, what's the best way to promote and grow your team? I would say just use different strategies. Okay. Again, you want to make sure you network and you speak to people. Let them know you're a travel advisor. Either get them, either to book travel or join your team. One or the other. Let's say again, promote on social media. YouTube is fantastic. Not you. Well, I do YouTube, but TikTok is another social media platform that's a great way that I see people promoting all the time. And a way to promote on TikTok, guys, is by being knowledgeable, by being a knowledgeable travel advisor. Okay, people are gonna be like, oh wow, she's good. You know what I mean? This person knows what they're talking about. I want to be part of her team. Haley, the link for La Colección training, I can try to look it up for you. Let me see if I can find it. But does anybody else have any questions, guys, while you have me before we log off? Let me see. I'll get it for you. Let me find it real quick. How do you keep the team you already have? Okay. Again, keeping a team, make sure you have trainings for your team. Okay. And that means like once you have your knowledge base too, like find, of course, we have our corporate trainings, right? But you want to make sure, in addition to those corporate trainings, find people with, your talents. Like some person may be great with group bookings. Someone may be great with Disney. All right. So you want to find a talent within your team, work together. So that way you have a better, like a really good schedule, going on. What else? Also contests and things like that. Like for example, for me, Halloween is coming up, so I'm gonna have a Halloween contest. I'm gonna get they get to have the whole family involved. So between the kids, the parents, and we're having a scary contest, cute contest, and then like original. Okay, so yeah, so those are some of the things that and of course, positive reinforcement. Make sure if somebody does good, make sure that you post it, you congratulate people. Somebody asked for the link of my YouTube. Let me get that for you. I'm going to put my YouTube in the chat box for you guys, for those that want it. Let me see if I could find the collection training. Give me 1 second. Oh, good. Thank you, Heather, for posting that. The La Colección expert. Awesome. I appreciate that. Tanya says, I haven't joined TikTok yet, still worried the government may do something. Oh no, I don't know. I know, look at Krista here. She does amazing on TikTok. She has like 500,000 followers. And again, she just shares her knowledge base with Disney, and a lot of the other platinums do that as well. So that's one thing that I encourage you. Okay. All right. Anybody else before we log off today? All right, everybody. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week, and I will hopefully see you all soon. Bye-bye, everybody.